So we still have the front wheel and the miscellaneous parts. We'll save the front wheel till next week. We'll see how far we get on the miscellaneous parts. Today, that's what's happening on this episode of Featherstone Bicycles. First thing we're going to do is disassemble the kickstand subassembly here. I guess you would call it a subassembly. And again, we put this in the vise and we keep pressure down. We're going to compress this retainer ring here that's being retained behind the compression of the spring with this little pin. So we've got to compress the spring back, knock that pin out, and then we can take everything apart. But because this is on an angle, you can't really do it straight. You have to, as you're compressing it, you have to keep on pressing down on the shaft of the kickstand. Otherwise, as you compress the vise, it's going to want to slip up out of there. There we go. And again, keeping that pressure down, there it is. Okay, on to plan B. So it turned out that the grease is so caked on here that the pin is not wanting to move out, even with me knocking it with a hammer, small hammer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my solvent, my Zepp Fast 505. And I'm going to scrub that up a little bit to clean it up. Get some of that excess grease off. All right, so back to the vise, my broken vise. Get this in there. Push it back. Wow, the pin is really stuck in there. All right, plan C. So plan C is going to be to use the channel locks, and once I get that spring compressed, I'm going to try to push the pin in as far as I can, and then see if I can wiggle it out with a pliers. Okay, that's that. No, it's not going to want to go. Is it possible I have to go to plan D? Well, I was on to plan after plan after plan, and I just could not get that pin to move. So what I'm going to do now is just let it soak in the solvent for a while I move on to the other parts, which the first part will be the handlebars and the gooseneck and the bracket for the seat post. Going on some other parts. Got the handle grips here. Just going to do some simple green on there. And toothbrush. Get some of the grime out in between those ribs. These handle grips are in good shape. Otherwise, probably have to run those under the water, under the faucet to get some of that out, some of that grime out, or in between those ribs. Looks like the bike might have taken a little spill right there at some point. It's scuffed up. Maybe some paint on it there. I had some phone storage problems while I was doing the grips, so I had to take care of that. But anyway, I was just finishing these up. I did run these under some water, and they're a little scuffed up, but they are clean now. So those are inside, and the only other thing we have to do today is the seat, and we'll take care of that right now. Take the post out. This hardware on the seat is a little rusty, so I'd like to touch that up just with some black paint. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We've got the seat painted and drying, and I just did the hardware on the wire wheel. The only thing we have left is the front wheel. I've got to replace some spokes on that, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it disassembled, clean everything, and put it all back together in one episode, which would be the next episode. But we'll see how it goes. So it may have to stretch that out over 2 episodes. Anyway, remember that you yourself can make a difference. So please check out the links in the description for an army of normal folks. And thanks for sticking with me. And I hope to see you next week on Featherstone Bicycles.